Hey guys, Greg and Stacy here from Kzoo Keto. Welcome to another episode of Carbaholic Does Keto. We are looking at weeks 42 and 43 for Stacy, and I have just breached the 11-month mark.
Breached.
Just like a whale coming out of the ocean. Breached.
Okay.
That was a pretty good analogy.
I was thinking more like a breach of contract.
Oh, well, I guess I did kind of breach my fat cell contract where I allotted to have so many of them.
You did.
Yes. So let's just jump right into our numbers and then we'll give you some updates.
All right. So, as you know, I started keto January 1st of 2019. My starting weight was 293.2. Weighed in this morning. Current weight, 217 even. That is my new lowest weight.
Nice.
Gives me a total of 76.2 pounds lost in under 11 months.
Awesome. Out of the stall, and all it took was a whole bunch of illness to get her there.
All it took was I never went to the doctor for it. So,
yeah, well, it's the plague.
But it was some respiratory that I still have.
Yeah.
But not as bad.
Yeah, it took you out of commission for a good 5-6 days.
Yes, it did.
A couple of missing work days. It was like bad.
Almost 3 days missed to work. I worked like 2 hours one day.
Yeah.
Blood pressure this morning was 112/69. I did have a little bit of a headache, so it's kind of ringing true with the elevated blood pressure and the headaches. Glucose was 96 and ketones were 0.5, so I have come to the conclusion that my body is efficiently processing those and they are no longer going to register any higher than 0.6.
Well, for now.
I don't know, whatever. I don't care. I'm losing weight.
That's right. That's right.
And I also want to say thank you to Sybil for suggesting this hot chocolate recipe that she gave me.
Yeah.
I have been indulging pretty much almost every day.
Yeah, this was after I had posted the Lakanto one that I had been drinking quite regularly, which is funny, and I'll get to that in a second as to what I've been doing lately. It's a little different. But first, my numbers. So I started December 15th of 2018, and I weighed in then at a whopping 371. And today my new lowest is 252.0 as of this morning. So I've breached, if you will. Actually technically it's still in the 250s, but I did lose almost 2 pounds from 2 weeks ago when we did ours, which is about 7 pounds since September. So I had a little bit of a slow area there, and I just needed to make some changes, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Made some changes to basically try to get through that, because my body was kind of like basically right around the 253, 254 mark for weeks, almost a month.
Kind of like I've been in the 220s for like 4 months.
Right. So you kind of just gotta change it up a little bit, because your body just gets so adapted at doing these types of things and going through the processes and emotions and whatnot. So making a change. I even consider doing a carb up, which I might still think about doing. I don't know if you guys have had any experience with doing a healthy-ish version of a carb up. I think what I was thinking is organic rice or something like that to just change things. Something. A lot of people talk about Chipotle burrito bowls or something like that. So people mention doing stuff like that. So I don't know. I'll kind of give it a thought, doing some research on that. Might experiment with that coming up, probably after the Thanksgiving. But
gonna suggest eating some fruit, grapes, bananas.
A lot of my old carbs that I used to do was coming from berries, blueberries, strawberries. Obviously no raspberries, because I'm not a raspberry person, but the antioxidants and all that stuff, and the vitamin C's and all that's really good. So I did do some of that, but blood pressure is still great at 125/72. My glucose this morning was at 90. That's the fasting glucose. And ketones were at 0.9. So I've been kind of hovering right around the 1.0, 0.9 for the last couple months. A couple months ago, just beyond that, I was generally right around the 1.5-ish. So it kind of changed a little bit. It's interesting how this kind of you can kind of see it, and it spikes and then drops and then spikes and then, kind of so if it's kind of consistent, you can tell your body's kind of in a maintenance type of mode. At least that's what it seems to be for the data that we've collected. So interesting stuff.
So with that said, though, hitting back to the weight loss, you're at 119, I'm at 76. That gives us a total between the two of us of 195 pounds. 195. I do believe that we will hit 200 before the end of the year. I mean, we've got...
Because we're staying
6
keto
weeks.
through Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
No more last hurrah mac and cheese for Stacy.
No, but I am going to make a cauliflower mac and cheese.
Right. Which
maybe
we should talk about the Thanksgiving stuff we got coming up. Should we do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or maybe I should actually... Let me talk about my...
oh, yeah.
So what I've been doing this last week is I've been getting kind of like the point where I'm seeing the scales go up and go knock down, and I just couldn't get below like 253.8 or something like that. And so I decided that I was going to cut. Basically what I'm doing is I'm reducing my total carbs down to under 20, which means cutting out a lot of the sugar alcohols that I enjoyed on a regular basis. So my hot chocolate that I was really, really loving, I haven't had it in over a week. And that seems to have breaking loose a little bit. So I'm thinking about giving it another shot for another week. And just seeing how anything might do, like, effect, because Thanksgiving's coming up, so we're gonna want to probably like make a pie recipe or something along those lines. So we're gonna probably need to use some of those sugar alcohols to sort of do that and still stay keto. So I think maybe this next week I'll continue to do that and report back. Maybe just a quick clip on how that's kind of been working for me. After a couple days, like it dropped like a pound and a half, like pretty fast. And considering that my 253.8 was my lowest and it didn't go below that, yeah, I think just changing is probably good, but just getting my total carbs down below the 20, I think made a big difference. So, but yeah, so Thanksgiving. So next Tuesday we're supposed to be releasing another cookbook keto, but because the holidays coming up and we want to give you guys time to be able to duplicate some of these recipes, Stacy's going to do a Thanksgiving side series.
Yes.
Basically like a little mini series. Like, how many recipes are you planning on doing? Like 4 or 5?
Something like that, yeah.
So 4 or 5 recipes of sides that you can have at Thanksgiving. We want to get them out next week so that way you guys can use them for your Thanksgiving if you guys are doing keto Thanksgiving as well. Want to give us any spoilers on what some of your recipes are? I think...
So the recipes... The reason why I'm just doing sides and not a main meal, whatever you want to call it, is because if you make a turkey, it's going to be keto. You know, I mean...
Unless you put sugar on it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you do something that's... Put something on there that's not keto friendly, which usually... Do people normally put sugar on turkey?
Well, it depends.
He doesn't trust me to make a turkey. I don't trust me to make a turkey because
Turkeys
I will probably
easy,
burn the crap out of it and make it drier than hell.
As long as the timer's good, we're good.
And I don't want to do it, frankly.
Yeah,
I don't want to make a turkey.
Too much responsibility
to
have a turkey for a whole bunch of people.
That's all him.
Yeah. Which, if you guys are interested, let us know. I'll be happy to show you my turkey recipe.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to do some sides. I have a few vegetable sides. I have a pull apart roll that I want to make.
Is that the cinnamon one that you made before?
No, this is a dinner roll.
Okay.
Pull apart dinner roll, and then a couple of desserty type things.
Cool.
And if you haven't seen it yet, check out the pumpkin spice chaffle that you can serve at your Thanksgiving.
Right. Yeah. I haven't tried it yet because I'm a sugar alcohol ban, but I'm not a big pumpkin person, but Stacy isn't either, and she really likes it, so she must have did something wrong.
It's up there.
So, yeah. So how are we releasing these videos, Stacy? Put you on the spot here. Like, I know we're going to be shooting one later today.
Yeah, we're planning on doing it like a daily series.
Is it going to be daily or like every other day type deal?
We'll try to do it daily, but life happens.
Yeah. Well, we want to try to do it like within a couple, at least give it like 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So if we do that, we're looking at probably...
We'll start it as soon as we can.
Yeah, probably like Tuesday or Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we'll probably start recording today, but releasing as soon as we can, because there's a jump between recording and editing.
Yeah, there is. And just, we both have full-time jobs too, so kind of been a little slow on some of the videos just because of the fact that she's been sick and I've been so slammed with work stuff. So, yeah.
Yep, we should be back at it normal.
Back
at least two
two videos a week.
At least 2 videos a week.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah.
Provided one of us doesn't get sick.
Yeah, so if you guys have, just kind of going back to just a second, but if you guys have done like the carb up thing, like what meal did you choose to use if you've done it? Like if you were trying to break through a stall, I've heard a lot of people that have kind of talked about this is a great way to sort of break a stall or try to change it. So just full disclosure, I also changed before I did the total carb reduction. I also did a change to my intermittent fasting, which just so you guys are aware, I do an 18-6 every other day intermittent fast, and so I bumped those up to a 20/4 intermittent fast.
Know that.
Yeah, well you wouldn't because it's just a matter of a couple hours on the front end. Generally it's the back end doesn't change much, but so yeah, I did a 20/4 and it really didn't change anything for me. So I said, well, I'll go back to my 18-6, and then because that's generally easier for me. Because it kind of aligns more with my work schedule and being able to break off for lunch. Because at 20, sometimes I'm eating like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which doesn't really work out so hot. So yeah, it just makes it easier in that respect. But yeah, let us know what like you've had a fast, or if you had a stall. Like what have you done to sort of do that? I'm just curious. But this seems to be working for me. I'm gonna keep at it. I kind of want my hot chocolate even today because my team's on today. Yeah, I don't want your hot chocolate. My team's on today. I kind of want to have a hot chocolate, maybe some moon cheese, and watch the game. But I'll be strong. I think I'm going to do another week of no sugar alcohols, and then next Sunday I'll revisit that again and see where we're good.
Kudos to you, because I don't think I could do it.
You did it before you had them. Like you did it before you indulged in them, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think there's times where you can kind of go back to them and just, but I mean, you don't have to, because it's like your progress is still going, so your body's still changing, which is good. But
yeah, well, like I said, I think the getting sick just
I think it threw a monkey wrench in the whole thing. Your body just
system.
Freaked out.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just hope for a cold and I'll lose 20 pounds. Yeah, that is the other thing too, which is interesting, because Stacy got sick first. Normally, I always get sick. I get over it fairly quick, and then she gets the plague for like a week. So this time, shit, there's no wood. There we go. So this time, she got sick first, and I still haven't caught it. So I'm super happy about that.
Incubation period is 2 weeks.
Yeah, whatever. It is not. You're crazy. But anyway, that's it for this episode of Carbaholic Does Keto, guys. Thanks for joining us again. Thanks for following us along on our journey. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. There's a subscribe button down here somewhere. I think it's over here. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's where it is. Subscribe button down somewhere. Sure. Or this one over here.
Or there's one at the very end of the video.
Yes, there's one there too. We like if you click them all, it makes us happy. But be sure to smash the like button if you found this video helpful or entertaining. And as always,
stay keto.
We'll see you guys.